Welcome to Weingut Gindorf and welcome to the virtual tasting of the 2019 Müller-Thurgau Dry. And here we are in the Häuschen Vineyard in the valley floor below the Paulskirche, one of the parcels where we're growing Müller-Thurgau. Now, Müller-Thurgau along the Mosel is very commonly referred to also as Rivaner. In fact, here at Weingut Gindorf, this is the first wine that we're calling Müller-Thurgau. Up until 2018, we called this particular varietal Rivaner. So what's going on? One varietal, two different names, seems confusing. Well, Rivaner is actually a bit of a misnomer. It goes back to a point in time where people actually thought that this varietal, which was established in 1882, was actually a cross between Riesling and Sylvaner, Rivaner. That makes sense. However, over the course of time, DNA tests were actually performed on this grape varietal to determine where it came from. Those DNA tests actually proved that Sylvaner has nothing to do with this grape varietal. In fact, Müller-Thurgau is a cross between Riesling and a grape varietal called Madeleine Royale. Now, that means that Sylvaner has nothing to do with it. So why Müller-Thurgau? Well, as I say, this grape varietal was originally established in 1882 by Hermann Müller. He came from Switzerland. In fact, he came from the canton of Thurgau. So there you have Müller-Thurgau. The name Rivaner persists, even though it's not a cross between Riesling and Sylvaner, because actually Hermann Müller didn't want his name connected with this varietal at all. So out of respect to his wishes, some people still call it Rivaner. We happened to switch in 2019 to Müller-Thurgau because it seems to be a bit more well-known, especially internationally, and we just wanted to be very transparent about what it is in the bottle. So that's the mysterious history behind this grape varietal with two different names. Now let's take a look at what makes this grape varietal so distinguished. Here we are in our second Müller-Thurgau vineyard behind Noviand, and our 2019 Müller-Thurgau recently won the silver prize from the state of Rhineland-Pfalz, where we are here on the Mosel, for excellence for Müller-Thurgau. Now, the question is, what is it that you need to do in order to win one of these medals? Well, it's a two-stage quality testing system that we have here in Germany. If I, as a Winzer, wanted to make a wine, I don't have to have it tested by the state at all, and I can sell it as a Tafelwein or what they call Landwein. However, at Weingut Gindorf, we submit all of our wines for testing by the state, and that means that they can be sold as Qualitätswein or quality wine. There are other stages of quality wine depending on ripeness, whether that's Kabinett, Spätlese, Auslese, and we can talk about that another time. But only quality wines can go to the next stage, which is the competition for medals. And if you have a quality wine that you think is good enough to compete in that competition, you can submit it to the state of Rhineland-Pfalz. And that's exactly what we did with this 2019 Müller-Thurgau. In order to win a medal, a wine really has to exhibit all of the characteristics of that particular varietal in a really excellent way. So we're looking for color, we're looking for nose, we're looking for taste, and we're looking for finish that's really typical of Müller-Thurgau. And for Müller-Thurgau, that cross between Riesling and Madeleine Royale, from the Riesling, we're looking for that freshness, we're looking for the fruitiness that comes from Riesling, and from Madeleine Royale, we're looking for a really specific kind of a characteristic for Müller-Thurgau, and that is for it to be very mild, really low in acidity, so that we're producing an easy drinking wine. And that's what Müller-Thurgau is really known as. A really simple, really easy drinking wine that combines the best out of Riesling with a really mild, low acidity flavor profile to make it a really straightforward kind of summertime terrace wine. And the state of Rhineland-Pfalz agreed that we made a pretty good variety here of Müller-Thurgau, exhibiting some of those tropical fruit notes that you expect from the Mosel with a really low acidity that makes it an everyday kind of a summer wine. So now that we've made you a little bit curious about how this one turned out, let's go down into the cellar and see about the 2019 dry Müller-Thurgau. Welcome back to the tasting room, and now we get to try the 2019 Müller-Thurgau dry. And when we were in the vineyard, we talked a lot about this one being a silver medal winner and really exemplifying what Müller-Thurgau is all about. So I'm expecting from that a really kind of a fruity wine, a really light-bodied wine, and more than anything, a wine that's kind of got a really mild amount of acidity. So it should be easy drinking. So let's see what we've got here. First of all, the color, kind of a pale straw color, I think.
Pale straw.
It doesn't have a lot of color, it's quite light.
So it's already kind of fulfilling that light box there. And what kind of things are you getting on the nose here?
I think there's maybe some grapefruit, maybe a hint of banana.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I get some peach, some grapefruit.
Yeah, and I really get some pear coming through as well. It's a really fruit-forward wine, which goes back to the summer of 2019 where we had that one kind of stretch where it was above 40 degrees Celsius, and the fruit got really ripe out there, didn't it? So on the palate, what kind of things are you picking up on the palate there?
It's a nice fruity wine, as you said, with a very low acidity, easy to drink. Could be dangerous, I'm afraid. But yeah, probably some peach still coming through. Maybe the banana's not really there on the palate.
Yeah.
But the grapefruit, I think, comes through.
Still fruit, light on the tongue.
I think this one is one of those where you've got a really great nose. You've got the palate is really fruity as well, and even though there's not a lot of acidity, the acidity that's there is kind of really well integrated. So you've got that freshness that keeps you wanting to go back for more. This is another one that's not too complex, but a really nice kind of a summertime terrace wine, isn't it?
Real easy drink.
Yeah. Would you put this with food, or would you only get it with terrace wine?
Probably mostly as a terrace wine, maybe with some egg dishes. I'm thinking like a quiche or something like that. This could probably go really well with a nice light egg dish, on a summer's evening kind of a thing. But definitely, I think where this would really shine is kind of as your guests are arriving for a party to have a couple of bottles of this chilled and on the patio, kind of enjoying a nice evening with friends, with a safe distance, of course. So that's been the 2019 Müller-Thurgau. We've got one more episode coming up in our summer tasting series, and that's going to be the 2018 Riesling Auslese, another Silver Award winner, and we're looking forward to showing that one off for you. If you'd like to order some of this Müller-Thurgau, you can do that via our website, weingut-gindorf.de. For those of you in the UK, you can order this from winebuyers.com. And of course, don't forget to like and subscribe to these videos. We'll be having more videos coming up, including some harvest reports, so be sure to look out for that. And until then, thanks very much for joining us, and this is what you can look forward to next time.